Hello, Escapist. I am the user known as Yokai, a username that I would change if I could. And this is my entry for Ferbert's accent thread Mark II. So I guess I'll just go through the questions and see how it goes. So, question 1, what's your name? My full name is Simon David Crosby Underwood. How old are you? I am 16 as of the time of this recording. Where are you from? Are you living there right now? I was born in Portland, Oregon, in the United States, and I have lived here almost my entire life, except for a brief period in rural California as a small child, which I don't even remember. Number 4, what's the time? The time is currently 10:57 a.m. on a Friday. What is the last thing you listened to? I can't remember exactly, but I know it was either The Tempest by Pendulum or Man Named Truth by Monsters of Folk. Number 6, what is the last video game you played? That would have to be Dawn of War 2 last night. Good fun. What's your favorite video game? Probably Half-Life 2, because it's quite atmospheric and characters are very believable, and it's overall just a very excellent and well-made game. Quick, find a book or something with text on it. Flip to a random page and read some of it. Go. Let's see, I have here Tales of H.P. Lovecraft. Bunch of quite interesting writing. So, random page. If heaven ever wishes to grant me a boon, it will be a total effacing of the results of a mere chance which fixed my eye on a certain stray piece of shelf paper. It was nothing on which I would naturally have stumbled on in the course of my daily round, for it was an old number of an Australian journal, the Sydney Bulletin for April 18th, 1925. It had escaped even the Cutting Bureau, which had, at the time of its issuance, been avidly collecting material for my uncle's research. I had largely given over my inquiries into what Professor Angle called the Cthulhu cult, and was visiting a learned friend in Paterson, New Jersey, the curator of a local museum and a mineralogist of note. Examining one day the reserve specimens roughly set on the storage shelves in a rear room of the museum, my eye was caught by an odd picture in one of the old papers spread beneath the stones. It was the Sydney Bulletin I have mentioned, for my friend has wide affiliations in all conceivable foreign parts, and the picture was a half-tone cut of a hideous stone image almost identical with that which Legrasse had found in the swamp. Alright, what was the last movie you saw? How was it? Let's see, the last movie I saw was, oh yes, Gladiator. Quite good in my opinion. Thought it was well made. Definitely rather badass. Good movie overall. And finally, do you think you have an accent? Talk about it. It's hard to say, especially, I mean, it's often, I think, most people don't think they have an accent, just because it's the one they're used to hearing all of their lives, but I think I do have an accent to some extent. I'd say it was the sort of, I don't know, Pacific Northwest, sort of Seattle accent, although I do know that one characteristic of Portlanders is that they have a tendency to make statements as though they were questions by sort of intoning or rather raising the last part of the sentence as though it were a question, sort of like, you know, saying, I went to the store and there was this guy and he was wearing a funny hat, and sort of as though you were saying it like it was a question, sort of a inquiry. So that's just about the only unique thing I can think of about my accent. Anyway, I guess that about covers it, so farewell, Escapes, and good talking to you.